Hello there, this is Jilly from funcraftstodoathome.com. In one of my recent videos, I showed you what you can do with poured acrylic canvases that haven't quite made the grade, but may have some areas that you like and would like to keep. So I did a video showing you how to make a scrapbook or a sketchbook. But basically I used the canvas to make covers for an album. In this video I am using the scraps from that same canvas to create these beautiful pendants that you see here. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is take the canvas off the frame. This is a piece of canvas that I had left over from the last project. Now you're going to need a 1-inch circle punch to punch out areas of your canvas that you want to use in your pendants. This is a 1-inch punch and it just about goes through canvas. And you're going to need some of these pendant bezels and some split rings. You'll need some glass domes like the ones on the left, or some epoxy resin domes with a sticky back like the ones on the right. This is optional, but I like to line my bezel trays with card, but it's just personal taste. You'll need some clear gloss to attach the glass dome, and you will need some PVA glue to attach the canvas to the bezel. To attach the cardboard to the bezels, I used double-sided tape, and I also used the sticky glue dots for one of them. You'll need some chains to finish off your pendants with. So to start off with, you need to have a look at your canvas and just find areas that you would quite like to have in your pendants. You know, just because you don't like the whole painting doesn't mean that there aren't tiny areas that you'd quite like to have to keep. And this is a fantastic way to do that. So I use the glass dome to just sort of move it around over the canvas to see what looks good. And then once I've done that and I've found the areas I want, I cut the canvas up so that I can get the small areas into the circle punch easily. So I've taken the bottom of my circle punch and I always use it upside down so I can actually see exactly where I'm going to punch. So you need to push down really firmly because, as I said, these punches just about go through acrylic on canvas. So there's my first one, and I've punched out a couple more areas that I like. And the next thing that I'm going to do is punch out some, I'll keep the scraps because we'll use them in other projects. I've punched out some cardboard circles. Here's a gold one. It doesn't really matter if you use gold or silver because you can't see them. That's just me. So here I am using sticky dots, big sticky dots, to attach the card to the bezel. And you'll see when I push this down, you can actually see the outline of the dot, but it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't make any difference to the finished pendant. So don't worry about that if you use sticky dots. Next, I used some PVA glue, very, very thin layer of glue over the cardboard. So here I am attaching my canvas. And that piece of card just brings it up a bit higher. And I do prefer that than to put it straight into the pendant tray. I think on the next one, I don't think I didn't put any card in. I know I cut the card, but I don't think I actually used, I think I forgot to put it in there. So I put the canvas straight onto I crisscrossed a couple of pieces of sticky double-sided tape, and then put my canvas directly into the bezel tray. I somehow forgot the cardboard. Never mind. So there they are. They're ready now to have the glass domes put in. Now this is my final, my third one. I had a bit of a problem with this because although it's sold as a 1-inch bezel, that 1 inch is across the entire thing. The external measurement is 1 inch. So for this one, it was quite good that I did use cardboard, even though it didn't fit and I had to trim it down with scissors. It brought the level of the canvas up so that when I put the 1 inch resin dome on, it went across the entire pendant tray and the image inside. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So I just put the sticky back, the double-sided tape on there, instead of putting it directly into the tray. Okay, so, and you can see that piece of card has made that image level with the edge of the bezel. So these are all ready now to have the domes put on. So with this first one, I am using the sticky backed epoxy resin dome. Just make sure you don't touch the sticky side. Just very carefully, just lay it on top of your bezel. So can you see what I mean there? That is going across the entire thing, the edges of the bezel too, so it's a really good thing that I did put cardboard underneath this one, otherwise it may have sort of sagged more in the middle. So that's what it looks like. These colours change depending on what light conditions you have. So these are the two inside the other bezels. I've already put the split rings on, and I'm now going to use this Anita's 3D clear gloss. So you just put one small dollop in the middle of the glass dome. You don't need too much, otherwise it's going to squish out the sides. And then you very carefully turn it over between your index finger and your thumb, drop it onto the middle of the image and push down so all of that gloss spreads out under the entire surface of the dome. And you need to push down really hard to make sure that you burst any air bubbles that may be in the glue. And don't worry if you get any on the glass, if it squishes up, because it comes off very easily when it's dry with some lighter fluid on a cotton ball. And you can see how pretty these look. So that's it. That's my 3 that I've done. And all I need to do now is put the chains on. I hope you've enjoyed this film and got some ideas about what you can do with your acrylic poured canvases. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.